Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Losers Finals of Legacy 2. My name is Cactus, and once again, I am joined by Sig.
Let's go. Okay, we have our Losers Finals now. Orca Balestra versus Eggshells. This is going to be a hype set. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Orca Balestra coming off a devastating reverse sweep in Winners Finals, and Eggshells on a bit of a losers run right now. They cleaned up against Surf and Turf 2-0. They've played really solid throughout the rest of losers, and I personally am really excited to see this set go down. Cactus, what can we look forward to?
Oh, I mean, we're going to look forward to some strong fights between these teams because previously these teams fought and Orca Balestra 3-0'd Eggshells to send them to losers. So This is a rematch. Eggshells is really fired up for. I mean, I know these teams are now going to bring it their all, especially Eggshells after coming off of, like you said, the 2-0 against Surf and Turf. Previously, they 2-0'd Cubata 2-1 Cubata 2 Euros in the round previously in losers. So Orca Balestra, they're a little bit on that kind of uneasy, getting reverse swept by Get Your Money Up. And again, just want to point out, this is counter picks. So we're going to start off on zones ship shape and lead into whatever the losing team wants to pick. And both these teams are going to bring their all.
Yeah, they're going to be bringing the heat today. We're starting off with some good old-fashioned zone ship shape, just like Winners Finals. We saw Orca had a really good opening on this map. They managed to KO, Get Your Money Up pretty soundly, and we're going to see how it goes now against Eggshells. Forgot the team name. I did.
It's okay. Twitch chat didn't have to remind you this time.
Yeah, they didn't have to remind me. So
as we load up, let's see what these players bring to the table. We see the leader being popped out and the Squiffer. What a great matchup. And Light going the Missile Wiper. What an interesting pick, but that means we're going to see a lot of missile firing, potentially 10 missiles of that leader to get them out off the field. So it's going to be an interesting test of technique used for these weapons, as right off the bat, the shot goes down on Orca Balestra, on Eggshells, and Orca Balestra is holding a strong zone cap.
Yeah, already just moving forwards, and these missiles, they're going to be huge for dealing with the leader. We saw how big a force the leader was the past couple of games, just getting not a ton of picks, but getting valuable picks, getting vital picks for the win, for the hold of mid-plat last game. And right now, it's paying off for Orca Balestra bringing that Wiper Deco. They have held onto the zone, down to 50 points already, looking to hold strong for even more. This Zuka coming out, forcing a jump out, and forcing the rest of Eggshells to funnel to the left side, where they'll run into Light and Soshi, getting the pick onto Light now, but the rest of the team is still up and holding the zone strong. They're down to 20 points ticking already. There's only a Zuka on the side of Eggshells. The leader goes down. It's looking like it's just going to be a lightning fast KO from Orca Balestra. What is happening right now? That is unreal.
I just want to talk about how that leader went down, because that was Jade coming around with the flank on the Squiffer to get that pick on the leader.
That was outstanding flank.
I mean, incredible job. And like you mentioned, how they were funneling them all to the left was an incredibly smart move, because while by doing that, there's only one way they could go. It's jump out or fight it out. And they chose to try to stick and fight it out, but it was unsuccessful as Jade comes through with the flank, as we see here, as they're on the side, forcing the other two members to rush into the middle zone. That caused them to just be collapsed on. So Orca Balestra continuing to bring their A game and bring it to the next game.
Yeah, really solid opening, just like Winners Finals. Clean KO on Ship Shape. Let's see if they can carry that momentum to these next couple of maps. Counter pick for Eggshells. What's it going to be? It's going to be Clam Blitz on Museum. And this is a really good leader map too, so we'll probably see that again.
I was gonna say, this is a very strong leader map, but again, if Orca Balestra decides to run double Zuka, it could be into some trouble. Again, it just comes down to the positioning that Eggshells is able to get in. Obviously, Eggshells is going to probably try to opt for the quick hold, the quick positioning, quick picks to try to have their leader set up in mid, because once the leader is set up on mid spinner, they have complete view of the enemy plat, and that's very dangerous positioning for a leader to be in. It can lead for quick pushes, especially on Clam Blitz on this map. Again, once a leader's set up, it's a dangerous situation. You're fighting for your life to get back into mid. So it should be interesting to see what is going to be changed on either of these teams' comps to really make this game solidified.
Yeah, and it's also a very good Squeezer map. Squeezer is able to take advantage of its fast TTK and the lack of cover in mid and get some really unfair fights, especially with that wall. We're going to see the Squeezer and the leader coming out. Great picks on this map. Not a comp change from either team. Very comfortable with what they're running. That's what got a bump power up on the Wiper Deco, just getting those fast beacon jumps, enabling the team to play at a high tempo.
And that's not like what's going to be a great advantage for them, especially with, look at this quick push they're getting in. A little couple specials popped out, trying to get a bit on the leader, but it's going to be unsuccessful. But they're holding a lot of mid pressure, and those beacons making sure their teammates can come back in no time. Also for Light, to if ever get in a tricky situation, can jump out back to them. I know there's some players that love to have their beacon used in great ways like that. Soko opting to jump back to not get picked here. Orca Balestra right now taking control of Eggshells and Flat, trying to see if they can get a pick or score the clan, but it's going to be unsuccessful. Hookah pop from the side, Light on the plat, dropping down to stay alive. Smart move. See, Jade might try to go in for this clam, but it's going to be unsuccessful, gets picked off, and we're looking at a good hold by Eggshells.
Really solid opening from Orca Balestra. However, it was shut down by some really smart jumps out and saving some specials on the side of the Eggshells. You see, they still have specials up. They just popped a cooler, and they have another Zuka at the ready if they want to go for this mid control and go for a large push. However, first they're going to have to deal with PETA and Light, forcing a jump out, but the Zuka's there to at least force some pressure. Light's still down here, getting a melee onto Yuma. And this is going to be dangerous. You have a man up, you're halfway to missiles as well. You are just playing with the power clan for the special. Not quite getting it because you die, but the Zuka's there to get 2 picks right back for you. And Bibby's in a very dangerous spot here. No help, no wall. Just going to go down to Soshi like that.
You know, who said you need Torps on? Oh my god, Jade! The quick flick to score. I was going to say, for a Wiper, who needs a torpedo to try to make some things happen with the aggression? And look at this! Orca Balestra piling in these clams. Light trying to get this pick is going to get the assist. Jade scoring some more clams. Gets a nasty flick! Jade is cracked on the Squeezer, and that the points are down 218, but Peta goes in for 2-3 more.
How? What happened? I blink, I look away from my monitor for 2 seconds and the score goes down from 60 to 30. What happened? What a massive push.
Orca Balestra putting in the work to get these nasty picks. Oh my goodness. Jade on the squeezer. Dangerous.
Oh my god. Jade hitting some absolutely massive shots both on the attack there and just to stabilize in mid, getting that pick on the leader, freeing up the rest of the team to move around. You see them taking advantage of this. Now they're playing, you know, they got picked off, but they took mid right back pretty fast. And now it's taking a little bit for the rest of Eggshells to just get set up for a push. They have the waste of the Zuka. They have another one getting popped right now, but it's not going to get nearly as much value as they would have liked, especially in terms of getting up on the plot where Soshi's there stalling 1, or stalling 3, getting 1, getting traded though. Peta's up here on the top left trying to stall out the squeezer from BB, and Yuma's the only one in a scoring position right now. The jump does come in from Soka, and it gets the power climb, but when you're down 60 points to 9, you're going to need a lot more than just one power climb to make this a closer game.
Oh, absolutely. It comes down to the great clam economy that you gotta have when it comes to this map mode. And now, you know, Eggshell's putting Orca Balestra in a little bit of a sacker state. They have them kind of pinched around on their spinner, on their plat, but they're making sure to play across all their angles, keep an eye on each other's backs, and they did a great job at that. Regardless of being kind of trapped onto their own plat, they're going to try to find a way to get these picks that are necessary and find a way out. We see Yuma on the side, seeing them sneak through, but there's a catch on that right off the bat. Light's also going to try to make some work of the squeezer on the side. Can they find it? Yes, they will! Excellent job, and now Eggshells is the one backed up into their plat. 40 seconds left on the clock, and Orca Balestra has a mountain of clams ready.
Ooh, this is tough. The Zuka coming in for a great defense. Light is just sitting here trying to hold mid with Peta. They're just trying to stay alive at this point. Going 2 down is very tough, especially when you have a team like Eggshells just on your toes, ready to pounce at an opportunity just like that. They're taking mid control. They have a power clam. They have a ton of other clams. They have 20 clams ready for this push. They are so ready. They get another pick onto Jade. And they have everybody from Orca Balestra forced back on that left side plat. They can just move up to the jump and just score this power climb for free.
It looks like they're gonna try it now with only the Squiffer being alive. Here are the clams piling in, but they need a handful more if they want to try to get this lead. Look at the players of Orca Balestra already out here. One player trying to go up top to score 2 more. Soko gets them in, and they now need to try to get in, I believe, 3 more. Can they get it? They need 1. There is no clams on the map. Orca Balestra holding for their lives here to stop Eggshells from scoring this any further. Soko goes in, gets a pick, finds a clam, but it's not in time.
That was so close at the end too. Yuma had the last clam that they needed, but went down. Such a fast turn from 2 of the members of Orca Balestra, just saving the game from them, and they go up 2-0 in this set. This is such a dangerous spot to be if you're Eggshells. Orca Balestra, though, you've been in this position before. You were up 2-0, but you did end up losing out the set. One has to wonder, is this going to happen again?
You know, you gotta think that count. I mean, again, this is counter pick. So Eggshells was, you know, or was hoping that this could have. Wait, yeah, it was. Yes, counter picks hoping that this would have been the answer to they needed. But Orca Balestra was just so dominant in the beginning, and although at the end from an overtime push, they were just, you know, so close to having that claim economy fully there. It's just with such a stronghold that Orca Balestra got in the beginning. You really just have to try to funnel those clams through, and while they got close, 1 clam is all they needed to win the game. So, 1 game away from a clean sweep for Orca Balestra, but 1 game to the start of a reverse sweep for Eggshells. And there you think that Rainmaker Scourge could be their answer.
Yeah, we saw Scourge is a solid map for Orca Balestra. They did end up losing it in Winners Finals, but it was a very strong performance. It was Clam Blitz in the Winners Finals. It's very strong for them. However, with Eggshells with their back against the wall, this is when they're most dangerous. You have to be ready, and you have to be ready for them to just make aggressive plays and try and throw anything at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah, and I mean, with the comps that they're running, I want to say they want to switch from leader to maybe a ZF Finn for the Tri-Strikes, but I mean, we'll see what comes out. Is that's the vanilla? It's the, yeah, with Vac. Oh. Okay, interesting choice. That might be what they need. We'll see if it's able to come in clutch for them, as again, we're looking at a same comp coming from the side of Orca Balestra. Top goes early, 2 eggshells, but Orca Balestra making it really hard for them to try to counter off that extra paint they got.
Yeah, there's no Forge Pro this time from Orca Balestra, and Jade gets a really nice pick. 2 Zuka shots going through as well, getting massive picks. Orca Balestra can just freely grab this checkpoint right here. Not quite, the Zuka coming in just in the nick of time. Getting 2, well, getting 1 and forcing a second. 4 eggshells, they're saved on this defense for now. And it looks like if they get another pick here just like that, they're in a really good position to try and make a counter push here.
I mean, look at that. 3 players down with Chispita from spawn. You know, Sharking here trying to see him get a pick. They're going to jump out and try to get it, but no! Yuma was able to clutch that up. Can they pop another with the Zuka? More Zuka shot left. It looks like they're not going to get any more picks. The back is up to try to help clear that first checkpoint, but no! Stopped right away. It is a 1-point difference. Can the back help it get the pop? Yes, it can, and that's going to be a checkpoint.
What a Zuka shot, too, to clear out the snipe. If that person on snipe doesn't go down, Eggshells doesn't get the checkpoint there. They don't get this subsequent push all the way down to 29, just barely stopped by Orca Balestra.
I mean, this push is not stopped either.
No, it hasn't quite yet. Eggshells is still in a position where they might have a chance to capitalize more. The jump gets picked off, though, and Yuma has to jump out, not successfully. It's going to be pretty tough, but definitely still winnable for Orca Balestra. They're only 40 points down, and they have a lot of specials that can make things work. They get a Zuka here, they get a cooler and missiles very soon, but the Rainmaker goes down before they reach the checkpoint. This is where Eggshells are going to stand for a long time. They're going to be very stubborn, just giving the Orca Balestra this check.
Yeah, and I mean, look at that Light going and getting the pick, but Eggshells opting to pick it up. And very smart, too, with the Vac to save them from any kind of ink fire that they were going to get coming at them. But Jade on the side, trying to see if they can sneak another pick or 2 out. Can they find one? No, they're going to be chased out just to try to survive. Smart movement, though, trying to stay alive here. Toshi now grabbing some cooler to stay alive, put some more paint out. The Zuka popped out for Eggshells, holding the Rainmaker. Rainmaker goes down as 2 players down for Eggshells. Make that 3, 1 player left. This could be the chance of a wipeout, and it is.
Orca Balestra definitely gets checked for sure this time, right? Yep, okay, we're good. We got the checkpoint. Now we can focus on getting down to that 29. The missiles come out, force a lot of pressure, force 3 picks, 3 players down. It's just Yuma on that shot. They need to go huge here in order to shut down the Rainmaker, and they don't. Rainmaker can probably just sneak in after the suction bomb goes off, and that's what they're going to try and do. It doesn't quite work out with the Vanilla Charger just watching that corner, but the Rainmaker is still in a great spot for Orca Balestra to get the push off and get a really solid almost 29, almost 28 there. Not quite, just getting stuck in the enemy ink, and Yuma making a big play, getting a huge double there to protect the RM for a little bit longer.
And, you know, the opt for the reset was such a smart move, but they're going to go 3 players down because that was Soshi who was stalling for so long in their plat, and now Light is also up here painting, having missiles ready. You know, only a 1-point difference in how dominant Orca Balestra is right now on Eggshells' plat in their base. It's getting kind of dangerous for Eggshells right now.
Yeah, the missiles coming out. The Rainmaker hitting the happy feet on those Zuka shots is huge. You can't waste any time if you're Orca Balestra right now. You want to get a solid push. You want to get some picks here with the missiles. You want to get displacement. And looks like they're trying to do so. They don't end up getting anything. They end up going 2 down, 3 down actually, because Eggshells popped their Vac, got a really nice Vac shot off. And now it's Eggshells' game. They have the Rainmaker, they have the map. But Peta's running in, they're trying to get the pick on this Rainmaker, they're throwing everything they got at it. Orca Balestra is almost getting it, not quite. The rest of Eggshells holding off the rest of Orca Balestra, but it's now just the Rainmaker on their own. The wipeout comes through, and we're back to Orca Balestra pushing it.
Guys, with 20 seconds left on the clock, missiles ready for Orca Balestra. They are going to be popped. So is the Zuka. 15 seconds left. One player down. Rainmaker looking to push forward. Here comes the Zuka. The cooler is popped. Eggshell's looking pretty good right now with their line of defense. Wall is out. They lose one player. Orca Balestra looking to push this Rainmaker. Can they get it through? But no, they get wiped out on the last second of the game. Game 3 going to Eggshells.
So close again. Orca Balestra knocking on the door of getting that lead so many times. It's so tough when it happens like that. If they were just a little bit earlier at stopping the Rainmaker when it was pushing in their spawn, if they were just a little bit faster and rushing the Rainmaker, these little small margins are so big in the grand scheme of things. But Orca Balestra is now 2-1 and on their counterpick in game 4.
Yeah, I mean, this is where Orca Balestra gets to a big favor, right? So you go 2-0. Now potential for Orca Eggshells for a reverse sweep. Orca Balestra now has the advantage of a map mode combination pick. And I don't believe they can pick the maps they want already, so they're a little limited on what they could choose. But most maps are free game, so it should be interesting to see what Orca Balestra is going to pick. Most likely, a map that a leader or a charger might struggle on, because what I think looked to be working for Eggshell was having that extra movement and a little bit more special usage that they were able to get with the vanilla charger. I mean, Vac worked very well. I mean, you're able to get a lot more movement and a lot quicker charge time for your shots. So overall, it felt like a more fast pace for Eggshells, which is what I think they need when it comes to going against Orca Balestra. Because as we've seen, I mean, the members of Orca Balestra are just kind of never backing down, never giving up when it comes to fighting these members. And even if they go 2 players down, you still see a member or 2 around mid and having a good stall. You don't see them backing up all the way to spawn, kind of holding on their plat. They make sure they hold when they need to.
Look at this push here from Yuma to end the game off. That was absolutely massive. Knowing you can drop into 3, you have your team behind you, the Zuka coming in for chip damage. Really well played end game from Eggshells as well. The counterpick came in. We're going to Rainmaker Humpback. We're probably going to see a V-Charger again. It worked, and it's a very solid pick in Rainmaker, and on this map especially. How is Orca going to answer?
Man, I mean, this is going to be interesting. I can't imagine Eggshells bring out the leader. I imagine the most they bring out is either that vanilla charger or, like I mentioned before, probably a ZF. But P-Leader seems very strongly committed to the vanilla charger, and that's perfectly fine. Especially on Rainmaker again. With this map mode, by the way, that moves so fast to a lead when needed. I mean, I would not be surprised if we see no change to either comp.
I wouldn't be either. Those missiles are also very good for forcing a charger out. However, it's a lot better against a leader, so maybe there's a chance that we might see something else. No, we won't. We see a Tri-Slosher, though, instead of a Zap. A vanilla Tri-Slosher. So we get the pack. We get the big Rainmaker special. In exchange, we don't have a cooler on the side of Orca Balestra, though. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they manage without that when there's double Zuka and a charger there. However, they're already making great work. They forced a jump out. They got another pick. And Yuma's here on their own getting picked off as well. It's just P-Leader and now Soka.
I'm sorry, I have to say, I don't know if you saw that, but the shot on the side of Eggshells went down, threw a bomb on the wall, and 2 players didn't see it on Orca Balestra and went down to it.
That's what happened?
Yes! That's how the Rainmaker went down.
And they get the hammer pick.
2 hammer picks, gets the checkpoint, and continues this push. What an insane 10 seconds of the match. What is happening?
Oh my god, so much happening. The double Zuka coming to the artillery barrage, getting the wipeout on Orca Balestra, and now it's Eggshell's turn to rush this checkpoint, try and push it out. And Yuma's already all the way up here, ready to kind of hold the rest of Orca Balestra off, and it looks like they're going to go down here. PETA's playing close to the ledge. They're ready for a push coming in. However, they're forced out by Soko, and the pack does manage to pick off the Rainmaker. However, not much else. Eggshells does get the Rainmaker check broken, and now they're in a less good spot. Yuma's trying to lurk, but it's not going to go too super well here. Yeah, it gets picked off. How? Oh, I was going to say, that doesn't look like a C9, right? So tired today. But Peta's going up this left side, or at least trying to make the jump. Manages to do it, but Yuma's back up here already to shut down. Same thing with the Zuka. This is a pretty awkward
about
spot.
that movement. An awkward spot. The movement that it took to get there is so goofy. They went back, took the rail, jumped over it, took that jump. The shots coming off from the side. This is like probably one of the worst positions for a Rainmaker to be in. The Orca Balestra is able to kind of hold it there, get that over. Finally, they're able to reset that Rainmaker for Eggshells, but look at just the hold that Orca Balestra has on this map right now.
Yeah, they've forced all of Eggshells to be on this left side of the map, and now it's just kind of a question of how much are you getting out of that? How much are you getting out of forcing all of Eggshells to look the other way and letting that Rainmaker push up? And the answer is you're getting to 16 points. You're getting so much mileage out of just setting up in that awkward position and not allowing Eggshells to fully rotate to answer the Rainmaker rush the other direction.
I mean, smart play, honestly, making them think that you're going that same way again, and while some players are respawning, you're going to be able to just apply that side pressure. And, you know, for not having Cooler, I think Orca Balestra is doing a fantastic job at just holding this amount of pressure. They're constantly being aggressive. They're constantly getting these picks, and just a lot of special coordination to make sure they waste no time at all. And if anything, I think Eggshells just doesn't know how to quite respond.
Yeah, they haven't been on the back foot a lot this tournament, but this set has really shown it. And Yuma gets a pick onto Light on the Wiper, and they do manage to get a lot of picks with it. Rainmaker fumbled a little bit, but it's perfectly fine. The rest of the team is already up on elbow. Jade lurking the mid just to pick the Rainmaker. That is huge for just stalling out the push. And now look, Eggshells is kind of stalling out now. They're kind of just sitting there. The vac does come out, but how much value is this going to get? Not enough. Now you're down to 21 to 16. It's close, but no cigar. And now, with 53 seconds left, Orca Balestra, if they so wanted to, just could stall out the Rainmaker and play lane and win game. Doesn't quite happen. Soko gets the pick onto the Rainmaker, does manage to rush in and just make sure that Eggshells isn't quite out of this game yet, but it is looking very dire with 35 seconds left.
Yeah, this is when Eggshells now has to try to work up another good use of specials and get some good picks. Yuma getting caught out quickly on that ink rail. Peta, though, with the jet getting another pick. 15 seconds left now on the clock. The vac being popped are unfortunately early to get a pick on Peta. The Zuka comes out. 10 seconds left of the clock. 3 players down. It is just a squeezer. Can they stop this Rainmaker in time?
No, not quite. And Orca Balestra just made it to Grands. They want that run back. They are hungry for this dub. They're meeting Get Your Money Up in Grand Finals.
They are ready. They showed it here. They are not going down without one heck of a fight. Eggshells, though, you know, not letting a repeat from when they last fought them, at least being able to take one game, but unfortunately it was not enough. So Eggshells, fantastic job on a podium placement, finishing 3rd in this tournament. You should be very proud and happy with that result you got yourselves.
Yeah, very solid play. Eggshells really turning up this event. Again, excellently done. Can't wait to see more of them going into the future. They were at the last Legacy. They placed pretty well there as well. And now we have a short break till Grand Finals. This push here, that was so smart long term. I'm surprised that it worked that well, though. That looks like such a bad position for Orca when they originally got it off.
I just love how they had to try again to reset that Rainmaker the second time. I mean, getting stopped the first time and then having to try to reset it again. And then, you know, I think this was the push here that got them all up to 21. It was almost executed perfectly. They had the vac to lead the Rainmaker forward. They had the cooler buff to try to get forward, and with it just being just the Charger who got picked off at the end for a delayed wipeout, Orca Balestra just applying so much excellent pressure. What a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen in this grand final set.
I am so excited. Really well played there at the end, and Jade was hitting shots. That's what happened when they failed to reset the Rainmaker the first time. Jade hit an outstanding shot onto the person trying to reset, and that stalled out the rest of the game. That got Orca down to 16. Incredibly done. And now we have Orca versus Get You Money Up coming up for you soon. I am so excited for this run back. Oh my god.
Oh, run back, that is gonna be, before we bring you that final set, we're gonna take a really quick short break, so don't go anywhere, don't miss grand finals. Get Your Money Up versus, coming from losers, Orca Balestra. Hello, viewers, and welcome back to Legacy 2 Grand Finals. I am Cactus, and joining me on the commentary stand one more time is Sig.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We got one hell of a set for you. Get Your Money Up versus Orca Balestra. These teams have been running it. We saw them duke it out in winners finals, and now we're running it back. Orca Balestra 3-1ing losers finals just to come back into here after getting reverse swept by Get Your Money Up. We're opening with Manta Maria zones. Cactus, how you feeling about this map?
Oh my god, I am so excited to see what these players are going to be bringing out today. I mean, we saw what they could do previously. We saw the comps that they can run. This is going to be a tricky map, especially with the 2 zones, and if God forbid this runs into any kind of overtime, it's going to be one fight to hold strong. Like we saw before, like you mentioned, we saw the reverse sweep come up from Get Your Money Up, so you gotta imagine Orca Balestra coming off pretty hot after that 3-1, fired up after losing that reverse sweep to Get Your Money Up, and Get Your Money Up being on that high horse right now, knowing that they have what it takes to reverse sweep, and I know that even if they think they go down, they're gonna have that mindset that did it once, we can do it again.
Yep. We are just figuring out everything up. We're about to get into the game. I am so ready. Are we expecting to see another leader here?
You know what? I think we're not going to see the leader. I think we're
Really?
probably going to see a Charger. I mean, if they pull out the leader, I'll be a little shocked. But, you know, maybe if they get it, like we saw before, positioned well, it'd be pretty good. So let's see. There's the Charger. I called it out.
Is.
The Scope Charger and the Squiffer coming out. This is a really good comp from both sides. We see the Try coming out for the Cooler rather than a Zap, but both comps running one regardless. We see Mocha on the Vanilla Wiper, and we see a player on Orca Balestra running the Missile Wiper. Missiles launch out already on the map, and this is going to be a quick fight for mid-zone. Orca Balestra getting one pick down on the Charger already, and this is going to be an early start for them.
Yeah, they're already looking to capitalize off this early zone cap. Somebody already getting a little over aggressive in the other team's bunker. Mocha's dropping down here to zone to punish that. Hammer doesn't quite get anything else, but Mocha's still being a gnat down here, staying alive. PETA does manage to put an end to that. And now they're just trying to hold the zone and just deal with these strikes, deal with this Charger in the top left. The Zook gets popped as well. Gets a pick onto Jade, the Squiffer, and almost gets another pick, barely not getting PETA. Looks like Get Your Money Up might have a chance at capping these zones, getting a penalty on Orca before anything happens, but they don't manage to. They go one down, trading even though, and it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the hold that Orca Balestra is putting on Get Your Money Up, but Get Your Money Up finally sneaking out that zone cap by forcing the members of Orca Balestra back. 2 players down, Orca Balestra. Get Your Money Up, trying to see if they can hold this further. The Stamp was popped to throne. The Zuka popped out and tried to get a pick, unsuccessful. Candidi gets one through, but no. Player sneaks out of the way. There's Sashi getting a pick on the Charger, and just like that, that's going to be another cap once again for Orca Balestra.
Huge pick from Soshi and great pushing up there into the bunker. Holding this just against Mocha. Mocha's just backing off, struggling a little bit. DD's here now to challenge. The Zuka comes out trying to pick off Mar. Not gonna do it quite, but the Zuka comes out from DD. Also not gonna get a pick off, but Soshi does onto DD. Going for the 1v2, trying to turn it. Doesn't quite on the try, but somebody gets the refrag. Light gets the refrag onto that Tri-Slosher of Magic. And Orca Balestra is still holding strong. Mocha's on their own in the back right of the map, fighting 2 on their own. Soshi's here just to end the fight. Successfully does so, and the strike's coming out to neutralize the zone, just try and recap it. Successfully neutralizes, not quite flipping. And Orca Balestra is still holding strong. 4 strong, make that 3 with the bomb. Missiles coming out. And it looks like it's pretty close to game over for the first map.
Oh, what a great snipe there on the side by Jade. Stamp comes up by Mocha just to try to stall a little bit more, but Orca Balestra gets the 3 picks quickly and ends the first game with a KO. Orca Balestra, strong start, but as we've seen before, get your money up. They know they have what it takes to possibly turn this around. As we saw, that game was pretty back and forth for a little bit. They weren't in a lot of trouble, though. Orca Balestra was able to hold a lot of strong positions, a lot of good holds, keep that zone their color. But, you know, it wasn't without a fight.
Yeah, it was very close in the beginning, but as soon as Orca got a solid foothold, right after this fight here, actually, where Soshi got a huge pick and started pressuring the back part of the map, started pressuring Bunk, Orca just started running away with it. There were a couple close calls, like the strikes. They managed to neutralize both zones, but never managed to flip one or both of them. Very strong opening from Orca Balestra, and they're going to need a lot of those if they want to get this reset off and have hopes of winning this tournament.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I think they know they can do that, as look at that super fast counter pick. Right away, they're coming up with a tower on Mako Mart.
This is going to be interesting. This is where ZF Charger is going to have a lot of impact. We were talking about it earlier, the Charger being very strong on those stacks on Mako, the strikes being incredible for just a GG option of tower, for holding off a lot of sections of the map that are really hard to get to or hard to hold off otherwise, and the wall allowing the Charger to position so well. We're probably seeing a ZF here.
You know, I was just thinking that ZF would probably be the best option for them, because especially in like any cases of like pushes or overtimes, you're going to be able to really stall out for time with those strikes, especially if you're able to kind of push them out slowly without any team players on the other team trying to pick you off ahead of time. Not only that, but strikes are good for taking out space and just ZF in general. Again, like the vanilla version that we've seen before. It has a good opportunity to just get picked and move quickly, unlike a leader.
Yeah, leader always has a tough time on tower control, but it's still a very real option. Those wave breakers are very nice for clearing out those walls in your breakfast and on stacks. Wave breaker is still a solid option, but ZF is probably the way they are going to go for get your money up. I don't think we're going to see any comp changes from Orca Balestra here. They're just going to stick with their Swiffer Wiper Shot Zap.
I mean, what they say, if it works, don't. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We see the Forge come out, though. And I hate to be the commentator curse, but we've seen it before, which would help start Get Your Money's reverse sweep. Once that Forge came out, it was trouble for Orca Balestra. But so far, starting off great. They're getting a pick on the Wiper early on. They're starting to rush this Rainmaker, the tower control, with 2 players down. Make that, a full wipeout. Delayed wipe on the side of Get Your Money Up. Orca Balestra speeding through this first checkpoint.
This is already a much better map than the last time Orca Balestra picked a Forge Pro. I just want to put that out there. And it's continuing to do better. Soshi just putting up numbers on this top left tier 3, forcing the strikes back, forcing DD and Mar to play so far back in their spawn, allowing Orca Balestra to get to that 3rd check without much trouble or worry. Magic does get 2 though, possibly a 3rd here. Not quite, but does manage to stop this push in its tracks from Orca Balestra.
What an incredible push, all the way to 16, just barely touching that 3rd checkpoint. Now it's going to be up to get your money up to see if they can push this tower a little further, but Light getting a great bomb pick on one, going down on the side, make that 3 players down, Strikes come out for a little bit more space, full wipeout, get your money up, will now ride this tower to the first checkpoint.
And just like that, we are seeing the same story, but on the shoes on the other foot now. Get Your Money Up has all the control. They got the pick onto Peta as well. The Booyah Bomb comes out, but is it going to be enough to completely stop this push? Probably not. They have the Zuka coming out, the Hammers coming in from behind them in spawn, and all 4 members of Get Your Money Up are still up and alive. You can't say that for Orca Balestra as the shot of Soshi goes down. Mocha gets another pick as well. That is absolutely massive. Quite possibly a third here, no, but still drawing out, and Soshi goes down regardless to the suction bomb. Masterfully placed by DD. That's the kind of Galaxy Brain you're looking for as a Pac-Man player as well.
I love that thoughts out there. Well, like you said, shoot on the other foot.
No, it's Pac-Man.
Magic gets the pick. They're right here for the lead swap, but Balestra diving on the tower. It is a 4v1 on the map. Light tries to get it from behind, but it's unsuccessful. The lead swaps. 3rd checkpoint cleared. It was 5 points to go. Mocha dances and gets the KO.
That was fast. What an answer back from Get Your Money Up. Really strong pushback. Great saving the push there after going down, 2 or 3 members. Incredible.
It really does come down to being able to ride that momentum. And that's exactly what they did. At first it looked dangerous. Orca Balestra riding their momentum all the way down to 16, but going 3 down to a full wipeout as Light was pretty much chased out of there. And then and Get Your Money Up, continuing to ride their momentum. We see Mocha get 1, almost getting 2. Oshi goes down to a bomb though, so that was a great assist. And this is where things got dangerous. We see Magic jump to the side, getting a pick on Soshi. We see Mar try to jump on the tower and stall it out. Light coming out from behind, but none of it was successful because it was just a feeding frenzy. And although Mar goes down with a bomb, ultimately Mocha staying on tower, dancing around it, avoiding all the shots, just taking that game, making it a 1-1 situation for the set.
Yeah, and the counter pick coming through. We're going to Rainmaker, Undertow, Spillway. This is probably going to be a map where we don't see a leader, we don't see a ZF. I'm leaning more towards a ballpoint, because I believe that was what Get Your Money Up was using the last time they played Rainmaker Undertow in Winners Finals.
Ballpoint would be a strong option here, and honestly, either one would be a good choice, because the way you just have to look at the way this map works, Inkjet is very strong, it can be very capable, but because it's Rainmaker, we've seen it before in this tournament, that Vac has a good opportunity to help take away any of those ink shots coming at the Rainmaker, or even building it up to get the Rainmaker pop is also a good alternative for it. So it should be an interesting choice to see what we're going to see here, but I still wouldn't be surprised if we see possibly the Charger come out again still, mainly because if you're able to play it low and with the momentum they're playing at, you could be able to get some quick picks. In a sense, it feels like they're trying to counter the Squiffer by playing certain angles on it with the Charger.
Yeah, I mean, Squiffer is really nice and just getting into rat spots too. These ledges are great for it. I think that's a solid pick into just about anything. Jade being one of the best Squiffers in North America is going to really help out OB here.
Absolutely, and once you're fighting a good Squiffer, it's terrifying because with how quick we've seen it before, the flick shots that Jade can perform are disgusting.
Some of those need to be outlawed. those cannot happen. Those should not be allowed. That's just not fair sometimes.
It really is, and we do see the ballpoint come out in place of the Charger, and we are not seeing a comp change out of Orca Balestra as to be expected. And again, no matter who gets this pop first, either team can really continue with the momentum and push off of that to really get to that first checkpoint. We're going to see, it looks like it might be Orca Balestra, that gets that first Rainmaker pop. Jade on the side with the Squiffer gets called out and picked up early, which is a huge opportunity. And I just realized DD's pulling out with the Neo Machine.
Yeah, the Neo Machine and Ballpoint Nuvo, 2 new weapons this season coming out. Both very solid weapons in and of themselves. And we've already been seeing a bit of the value come out. That machine was very instrumental in taking out Jade early, and now it's almost building up a Zuko, the strongest special in the game right now. It's going to have a lot to say in a couple seconds, and right now it is. Right when I say that it gets picked off by the Zuko, I believe though it did pick up Jade as well, so not completely useless. It did go down pretty quickly, and Orca Ballestra did pick up the Rainmaker, but it was a little bit too fast, not enough space control, not enough picks either, and just stopped immediately at 95. Very tough. We're back to neutral though.
Yeah,
light goes down.
neutral.
That is, yeah, very fast neutral, very fight-centric, fight-oriented neutral. And 2 go down on the side of, or 1 goes down on the side of Orca Ballestra. The hammer goes in, there goes Jade as well. Mocha's doing numbers on this hammer, does get eventually shut down by Soshi, but Soshi only gets 1 Zuka shot off before getting sent back to spawn by the Rainmaker. Get Your Money Up takes the lead, almost grabs the checkpoint, very close. Good play to Jade to prevent that from happening. But it's not looking like they're going to be able to stall for too much longer. This vac is coming out, and they're getting the checkpoint very safely.
Yeah, great option, great opportunity there to use the vac to get that first checkpoint. We see Z getting a nice direct on the side to get 1. Mars gonna have to push back to try to get that Rainmaker, and running up that ramp gives him a nice lead to 33. Jade now rushing forward for a great line of defense here, popping the bubble, trying to get a pick on Mocha, and it's not gonna be enough. Mocha pops in, runs to grab the Rainmaker with Stamp. Although I don't believe they were cooler, no, they were. So they keep that cooler. Great opportunity, great and smart play. Rushing for a couple more points, and just like that, they're still running this Rainmaker forward.
There's no way that just happened. They're going for more. They're biting off more pieces of the cake. They're trying to get as much as they can out of this push. They're going to all of them get fully wiped, and it gets them 1 more point. 1 point can mean a lot. We saw how it was earlier today. There were a couple really close pushes, especially in that Claremont Museum game just last set. That can mean a lot. And it's already looking to be a lot, as Get Your Money Up has not backed off here much at all. They've backed off a little bit, but they're still applying a ton of pressure and very much in control of this map, getting 2 picks on Orca Ballestra, just having to worry about this hammer now.
Daniel, this is the type of aggression that you want to see, especially when, this is a grand final, so you have a lot on the line. And Get Your Money Up wants to take this set, not go to a bracket reset. And Orca Ballestra, with 1:30 left on the clock, popping their Zuka to try to find 1. They find a pick on the Zap. Can they find another pick with their Zuka? No. And it's up to the bubble on the Swiffer being popped to try to rush towards the first checkpoint. So hopefully this starts the lead and push that, Orca Ballestra needs.
Yeah, the back shot coming in, not quite getting the Rainmaker. However, it is forcing them into a corner on their own in a 1v3. It's very tough, and there's nobody else able to help from Orca Ballestra. Light's the only one up, but they're having to just sit back and not risk anything. They don't want to take the 1v4 quite yet, and it's just stabilized again for Get Your Money Up.
Get Your Money Up has been putting on such an incredible defense and holds all across this game for the past 4 minutes, and now with only 45 seconds left, Get Your Money Up is going to show no sign of slowing down or holding back at all, so Orca Ballestra can get at least just his first checkpoint. But if they're able to pick it up in time, they're going to get extra overtime, and they'll need it for the checkpoint. Light is getting 2 with the Stamp, hitting left to this Rainmaker as 1 player stalls on the left side, or right side. This might be time for their checkpoint. Yes, it is.
Yeah, the vac coming in when you're on your own with the vac fighting 4 people, it's not going to have that much value, and we saw that it really didn't. However, Lightus does go down, and Orca Ballestra is having to just kind of give up a little bit or die trying to grab this Rainmaker. They do end up grabbing the Rainmaker, but now they have to deal with the ballpoint just kind of poking it out. Does manage to get the pick off, but the Zuka coming in at the end, ending the game. Now, Get Your Money Up's up 2-1. It's the first time we've seen them lead a set against Orca Ballestra.
This is gonna get dangerous for Orca Balestra. One more game and get your money up, takes the win, and wins the whole tournament. But 2 more wins from Orca Balestra, and they look for a bracket reset. So now you're kind of looking at Orca Balestra for the kind of half-seas reverse sweep. I know they already won 1, but 2 more games and they can reverse sweep this. So I'm curious to see what their counter pick is. I mean, we saw this whole game. Just look how dominant Get Your Money Up was here. You know, Orca Balestra putting a lot of great holds on, getting the necessary picks, but Get Your Money Up never stopping to push this Rainmaker at all. You have the Wiper push in to get it to 29. You have the Machine grab it again to push it to 28. And finally, after getting pretty much close to a full wipeout, was Orca Balestra finally able to get out of their spawn.
Yeah, and even then they weren't able to get that much out of it until about 40 seconds later, after the rest of Get Your Money Up got picked in mid near split. It's pretty tough. And then that pick, just the Rainmaker being the last one alive, being isolated was tough. Lightus putting in work on that hammer though was very well done, but it was just too little too late for Orca Balestra.
Yep, and Rainmaker seems to be what they feel most confident in because they decided to counterpick Rainmaker on Humpback as their last effort to stop Get Your Money Up from taking this tournament home so quickly. And what an interesting pick. I mean, we saw it do pretty well for them last couple times. I'm curious to see what they might be thinking of changing if they want to change their comp at all. I think they're just trying to pick maps that Get Your Money Up can't have the advantage on.
Yeah, and it's really hard to do so. I mean, Mocha has just shown such proficiency on the Wiper. It's really hard to find bad Wiper maps that aren't like a struggle for the rest of Orca Balestra's weapons, especially when, you know, they have their own Wiper player in Lightus. You know, counterpicking a map based off the comp is going to be really tough, and it has proven to be very difficult for Orca Balestra.
Yeah, and you know, they're gonna hopefully just give them the answers they're looking for to hopefully slow down the Get Your Money Up. But Get Your Money Up is just so aggressive with the comp they're running, like you mentioned, with their own Wiper. I mean, this really comes down to a Wiper type of matchup. But one with the Stam versus the missiles can be so much more challenging. Let's see, Get Your Money Up, opting to bring out, yep, Vanilla Wiper, there's the try, there's the ZF Charger, and we see the Vanilla try coming out on the side of Orca Balestra.
We try again.
Yeah. Or no, that's ZF. Oh, no, sorry. My bad. I heard you said Charger.
Oh, no.
Losing my mind this grand final.
This grand finals is crazy. We've been at it for a couple hours now. But so have these teams, and they're still trucking along. Mar getting a huge pick onto Peta, and the Rainmaker's already going down to the first check. Gets picked off by Lightus, though. Lightus being the last line of defense with that hammer goes down to Mocha. That's pretty tough. I just realized I'm looking at the stream at the Discord.
Slightly delayed with the stream.
Very delayed.
But Get Your Money Up, rushing away, taking this Rainmaker, getting that dunk. Orca Balestra looks to be in some trouble because look at how much pick control they have right now against some. Get Your Money Up, popping the Rainmaker, and get ready. Mocha going in. Can they find a pick on the Wiper? No, they get collapsed on the strikes come out. Everything is deep popped out. Lights with the hammer, gets the Rainmaker, but it goes on as a trade. It is a bloodbath right now at this elbow of the map for this Rainmaker.
Yeah, now Obi does manage to shut down this push or at least stall it out. Jade getting really aggressive there, doesn't quite pay off with the drop down, trying to get some more picks. And Get Your Money Up's grabbing the Rainmaker. They got the 6.
They stuck it through, ran it away.
Oh my god, what just happened?
I can't wait to see that
They just
replay.
snuck through.
They stuck it through, took it while everyone was distracted, and now Orca Balestra is in a 3-minute left game pressure to try to rush the Rainmaker forward. Look how they are wasting no time to push this any closer. The stamp comes out, Rainmaker gets forced back because of the Zuka. Rainmaker now rushing forward, but the Zuka stalls them out again. Now this is their chance, but they get sniped out last second.
The Charger coming in clutch for Get Your Money Up. That's really tough. That's really tough if you're Orca Balestra. You have to bounce back somehow, and that's a really solid start to it. But since you're at this, you know, sub 30 score, Get Your Money Up can just drop the Rainmaker off, and you're basically back to square one. The Rainmaker's stuck in mid, and it's in an even worse spot for you now because the Charger can watch it. It's closer to the spawn, but also not in danger of being scored on.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a smart opportunity. They're bringing
Wait
it
a
from
minute.
behind. Wait, they stuck it from behind. They got a lead. They got the 4-point lead.
Back to the 4-point lead. There might be a chance for a KO here. Not quite, but they get to 1. That's as good as you're going to get when you get wiped out like that. Now the shoes on the other foot. Get Your Money Up is now having to go back around, run in and pray that they get either a C9 or just 4 wipeouts in a row just so they can get back in this game.
Wow, I mean, what an incredible job done by Orca Ballester, just swapping around the placements for the Rainmaker. Here's Light coming in from behind, seeing if they can find a good opportunity to flank and get this Rainmaker. They're going in, the hammer is popped. Looks like they're going to try to get a pick. They get one with the hammer throw. Rainmaker is stopped. It is now a 1v3 on the map. That is a wipeout on Orca Ballestra. And now Get Your Money Up is going to opt to try to bring this Rainmaker forward by taking some space.
Yeah, really good effort from Lightus getting a double behind in the back line. However, it wasn't enough. The rest of the team went down, and now we're back to where we were before. Get Your Money Up is still like pushing for this, just stalling out, baiting specials as much as they can while trying to save their own for picks. And it looks like DD's on his own. He's going to get picked off by Jaden Lightest here. And we have a minute left. This is going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, down to the wire indeed, as now Orca Ballestra has the Rainmaker bring into their favor by trying to take mid. But look at this control that Get Your Money Up is trying to have right now, getting a couple picks, gets the pick on the Rainmaker, stalling for time, using the Dizzy to try to take a little bit more space, forcing Peter to jump out, but gets picked off in time before they can fully jump. Get Your Money Up has the Rainmaker, and if they stall us out, Orca Ballestra can stall us out. It is going to be a fight against the clock to try to get this Rainmaker further.
Ooh, Lightus almost getting the pick onto the Tri-Slosher there. That would have been absolutely massive for stalling this and stopping this push. That means you could have turned, but it doesn't quite matter. The Tri-Slosher on Orca Ballestra gets the pick onto the Rainmaker and stalls out beautifully. Jade is set up here on the top left, ready to pick anyone off that just runs in willy-nilly. And now is pushing up to elbow. Not quite getting a pick, but also putting a lot of pressure, exerting so much onto the side of Orca Ballestra. And now, with Lightest on the back foot, Get Your Money Up is trying to go for this. They don't quite reach it, and the pick comes out from Jade, and that's the game. We're going to a game 5 already, man.
Wow. Orca Ballestra pulling a reverse Uno card on Get Your Money Up with 1 point away of the Rainmaker dunk, forcing them into just a tricky situation, which on this map mode is so hard to do. When you get pushed down that far, it is incredibly hard to try to push it even further if you're on the other team. And the fact that they were able to do the same thing to them, sneak away with that Rainmaker, get the lead, and win the second game, bring it to a game 5, what an amazing effort.
And to think about this, there might just be a reset at the end of this. There's a chance at a reset here if Orca Ballestra win this game.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Got my brain kind of
there's a very real threat.
My brain forgot, which is how crazy these games have been. I mean, just look at this right here. Lightus sneaking away with a nice little squid roll to get that lead. Unbelievable. I mean, lucky for Orca Ballestra, they caught Get Your Money Up on their 6-point run early on by being able to get those drop-off shots. But man, what an answer they had. And now, you know, Orca Ballestra again a little bit on the unknowing side, as Get Your Money Up has the option to pick their map mode combination. But with how both these teams have been playing, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, this is really coin flippy. Wonder what the counter pick coming through is gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be on Zone's Hagglefish. What a way to cap off this first set of grands. The Splatoon 3 map.
You got it. You know what? I'll take it. We got the spooky month now. We're in October. Why not start with zones, end with zones, never touching Clan Blitz because apparently we're all allergic to it. You gotta love Hagglefish zones, the map mode that had got so popularized thanks to the Ink TV Resurgence League. Um, man, this is gonna be quite the last game for both these teams. We have so many opportunities for opponents to come out. We could see the ball points. We're probably going to see Chargers come back out. Of course, Orca Blast is probably not going to change their comp. So when I mean we're seeing maybe a comp change, you know it's going to come straight out of Get Your Money Up.
Yep. And the one we're looking at right now is Mar. Is it going to be the ZF or is it going to be the leader? Both of which very, very big presences, big threats on this map. Able to play the glass, able to play just behind mid on that little lip. When you're getting forwards, it's still able to apply so much pressure and so much, and just the threat that it provides is absurd.
My eyes don't deceive me. We see the leader being picked out by Mar on Get Your Money Up, as well as the Neo Machine being pulled out. Same comp coming out of the side of Orca Balestra. And right now we have a pretty even hold for mid. Mar playing down low with this leader, trying to get a low pick. Zuka popped early, one goes down, that's the Machine. The Wiper goes down as well. Missiles out to force the remaining members of Get Your Money Up out. With that delayed wipeout, Orca Blesser takes the zone and looks to hold their plat.
Alright, it's already looking like this is going to be really tough, especially with that pick from Jade. What a clean shot and the drop back. Outstanding shot. Now it's just Edie and Mocha trying to stay alive, not quite getting it. Losing fights to Lightest and Jade as well. Magic does manage to get those trades, but it is a lot later than they would have liked. Magic hits one more onto Peta, flips the zone. Now it's 60 to 90 points, and now Orca Balestra is fighting for their lives. Two go down the bottom left, and now they're going to be coming back from spawn, almost stuck there. The amount of pressure that Get Your Money Up can provide here. These missiles are going to be massive for the retake.
They're prepared to use them, and that they are. There we go. Lead switches over, but the Zuka is popped at the same time. Can they get any picks? Look at all these specials popped out on Orca Balestra to try to find one pick, if any. They are able to get the Wiper out and get this reverse cap. Hopefully to hold this just a little bit longer, but Get Your Money Up having such a strong hold here, getting 3 players of Orca Balestra down.
Yeah, it's just Jade, and Jade ends up going down as well. The jump comes in, gonna get caught out by Mocha as well. It's looking really, really tough for Get Your Money Up. We might be staring down the end of the tournament right here if Orca Balestra Zuka doesn't manage to go crazy here. It does get 2. Well, it gets 1, Jade gets another. The zone is gonna get flipped right here very quickly. There's nobody here to contest it on the side of Get Your Money Up. Now they are, but now they have to flip it back.
I mean, this is such a strong fight, and these teams are trading left and right. We see the zone finally flip over because they were able to get the picks on Orca Balestra, and the Zuka double on the side of Get Your Money Up. Incredible job. The Wiper swipes away one more player, and now this is looking like a strong hold for Get Your Money Up. Orca Balestra in some trouble.
That shot from Mar as well, it was incredible, just stalling out more, just forcing that person that was already in spawn to respawn and come back, losing a ton of special. It looks like Get Your Money Up is in prime position to stall this out and take this. However, the missiles come out, OB does get the flip, and it's just Magic and Mar left. Magic goes down to Jade, it's just Mar jumping out now. This is so back and forth for such a huge score disparity right now. What is going on?
Yeah, I mean, and really at that point, it comes down to who can stall out the longest. Mocha tries to throw the hammer and get a pick, but Peta was on the side ready to go. So she pops the Zuka, is able to try to hopefully assist one, but gets unsuccessful. And now Orca Balestra wiped out on your screen. Get Your Money Up, gets the paint control. They have specials ready. The Zuka is online. Orca Balestra now needs to try to find an opening, or else this is going to be a quick finish.
Yeah, Get Your Money Up is making money with that leader and with that rush from the opposite side of the map to force everybody into that leader's line of sight. Really well played. The Zuka comes through, gets another pick. This looks very dire. It looks like it's just not going to happen. Orca Balestra is not going to get the reset. Get Your Money Up wins Legacy 2.
My, oh my, all they see is dollar signs. Get Your Money Up, your Legacy 2 champions.
Congratulations to Get Your Money Up. Winning Legacy, there's some strong teams here. They had some tough sets, especially against Obi. Both these sets go in the distance as well. This was not a free event by any means. They had to work for it, and work they did. Look at how massive that Zuka was initially, getting the pick on DD and making it so dangerous. Like, this is such a dangerous spot to be in with a leader and with a cooler on top of that. You only have, the hammer and the Zuka to get back in, and they did. They managed to get the flip off. And look at all these Zuka plays are just huge from DD.
Yeah, and I mean,
so many picks, so much displacement, and so much chip damage coming in. The team is able to perfectly capitalize off of it.
Yeah,
and
look at that Zuka shot. DD with the double Zuka was insane.
Oh my god.
I mean, just look, it was so hard.
Play.
Yeah, and I can't imagine. I mean, there's Jay with a nice pick there. There's Soshi making it so hard for that leader to move in. I think that might have been the hardest thing here for Mar on this map, was just trying to, handle the Zukas coming through, but they pulled it off because they had that frontline support of their players to apply that pressure. And Orca Balestra just couldn't find the complete breakthrough that they needed to try to force us into a bracket reset. So fantastic job by Get Your Money Up. Getting taken to a game 5, but taking it home, not allowing for any bracket reset, but Orca Balestra putting in an amazing effort, bringing it back, a much more flip-floppy game or set of one wins another to taking this to the game 5. So congrats on both teams for doing an excellent job in today's tournament. And of course, once again, congratulations to Get Your Money Up.
What an electric grand finals. That was so exciting to watch. I'm hoping that y'all at home also had a lot of fun tuning in, watching this set. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next Legacy as well. And both these teams have punched their tickets to the Legacy finals happening in about a month and a half, where the top 2 teams from each Legacy are invited to a tournament and they all duke it out to see who's the best.
Man, I might have to enter the next Legacy myself, man. Oof. I know Ludi's a thing, but I might have to get in here.
Ludi can wait.
You can wait.
You can schedule the match to some point, right?
Yeah, look, maybe if I'm lucky, we could just try to ask so nicely for the seating council to kind of let our set and whoever I fight in Ludi to be at the same time.
Yeah, maybe. Man, what a tournament. This is all kinds of crazy, especially with the divs being announced while Losers is going on.
The live div announcement, the live upsets and realizations that, hey, if I beat you, that's a result. It's crazy to happen mid-tournament.
The mid-tourney resulting was absurd. Honestly, really well played. Every single team, at least that I got to see, was doing phenomenal. Y'all were playing, putting your hearts out there, just leaving it all in the lobby. Strong work to everybody. And thank you all for making this so fun.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to the people that were viewing. Shout out to the production. Shout out to obviously Sicarius for putting this tournament together and all the help along the way. Shout out to us, the commentators, for being able to talk to y'all and give y'all the same type of energy that you wish you were seeing on the stream.
Yeah, huge shout outs and thank yous to Blue, who did all of the graphics for this Legacy and the last one. Incredible job there. And Jorian for running the stream. Thank you all so much. Cactus, where can everybody find you after this tournament?
You could find me on Twitter and YouTube at Glitched Cactus, and you might be able to find my Twitch streams because Ludi's coming up, and I'll be streaming every single set that I play in. My Twitch will be at Glitched Cactus 1 because Glitched Cactus was taken and Twitch won't respond. Anyway, Sig, where could the amazing viewers today find you on the internet?
You can find me on just about any platform. If you search up my username SigDokari, it's on Twitch, it's on YouTube, it's on Twitter, it's on Discord. Anything I'm on, it's gonna be SigDokari. Thank you all so much for tuning in,
It has been a phenomenal tournament. It's been an absurd day with everything going on. Cactus, you got anything else?
I think that wraps it up. If you are playing in Ludi, I don't want to hear you complain about dropping week 1, or I have the best SpongeBob meme thanks to Popgun for you. But that is gonna be all. Thank you once again to everyone, and we'll see you at the next Legacy.
See y'all.